Abundance. Are you feeling less than your ultimate level of abundance? Do you feel like you're surviving more than you are thriving? Do you feel like you could be thriving more? Because there's never anything wrong with appreciating what you have and wanting more. Well, there is a way to increase your abundance by realizing and recognizing just how abundant you already are. Stay with me. For instance, you might have lots of abundance in your life that you're not recognizing because you think that money is what makes you abundant. You might have some money, but not have some other things in your life, and you think that that's why you're not abundant. Although usually the first one is more accurate. When it comes to the descriptions, describe to me when people are feeling less than abundant. They have a whole bunch of things, but they don't have the money that they want. I've been through that. And I'm here to tell you that abundance. You are abundant. Abundance is more than just money. Now, this can get you money. So, I'm not doing that thing where people tell you to, just believe it. Believe you are. And so you are. Like, I like the tactile, on the earthly plane results. Results. We like results here. Objective, tactile results. All about that shit. But if you want to make that happen, if you want more money, if you want more love, if you want better health, because those are all forms of abundance, you have to tap into the flow of abundance you are already connected to. You could be blocking yourself from the natural flow of abundance that you already have access to, that you're already tapped into. As I like to remind people, you are born abundant. You are born abundant. You are born tapped into the flow of abundance. And being able to look around you and recognize what abundance you already have access to remind you that you have access to the flow of abundance. This is how we do it. This is how we do. Do. This is how we do. All right, so you want more money, you want more love, you want more health. Well, there are a couple of different ways to do that. But the first way is figuring out how you are abundant in one of those other ways. Because you probably are. You probably are. If you want more money in your life, I am abundant. I am tapped into the flow of abundance. How so? Well, I've got love in my life. I've got my health. That right there shows me that I am abundant and tapped into the flow of abundance. So now I just need to start calling in the monies in the same way that I call in the love and the health. Or let's say you want love. Do you have money? Do you have your health? I want to be more healthy. Do you have love? Do you have money? Any one of these, being able to look around and recognize how you have any one of these will start to show you how you could have all of them, because they all apply. If you go to a money manifestation coach, if you go to a love manifestation coach, if you go to a health manifestation coach, all of them are going to be teaching you the exact same thing. and just framing it around whatever that thing is. But they're all the same. They are all the same. All of it. That's one of the things that I love about my money manifestation spiritual business coach, is that she admits to everyone, this process that we're using for money right now, you can use it for any one of the things that fall under the umbrella of abundance. Any one of them. You know, she started out as a spiritual mindset mentor and moved to money because she realized they were the same thing. And people start to recognize this. People start to realize as they start taking different people's classes, courses, get mentored by people, oh my goodness. Money, love, health, they're all the same thing. They're all the same teachings, just applied to different things. So, I want you to look around. I want you to look around you. This is the one time I'm going to tell you to start by looking outside of yourself rather than inside of yourself. We're going to get to the inside part. But this is the first time I'm going to tell you to start. Is this guy going to let me in? No? That guy will, though. And just in time. So, I want you to look around you, yourself, and start just sort of doing a mental inventory. If you want to write it down, you can. Always good to journal these things, because then you have a written record. You've materialized it into an earthly form so that the laws of observation start to become a thing. We are going to very soon be doing a talk between me and someone else that we're going to film for you about the holographic universe versus simulated universe, and how all the laws of physics apply to manifesting. But for now, if you don't understand, don't worry. So look around you. Because when it comes to manifesting, abundance particularly, we are trying to manifest outside of ourselves. That's the whole point, is you're hoping to materialize something outside of yourself. So this is why it's the one time where it's okay to start by looking outside of yourself. Look around. What do you have? What do you have that you've always wanted? Like, I did this for myself when I was starting to feel bad about the fact that I wasn't materializing and manifesting money as quickly as I wanted to at a certain point. And let me tell you, this picked up quickly afterwards. But I looked around, I was like, I have everything. Sorry, I gotta adjust my nose ring sometimes. I'm not picking my nose. But I looked around myself and I literally have everything I ever wanted in some form. And I was just talking about this yesterday, being willing to start one place and pivot to what looks like somewhere else. You know, yeah, I still want to buy the house down the street. I'm not in the house down the street yet, but I'm still living in the apartment that I love. I'm still living in the apartment that I love. I used to want a bed on the ground with lots of pillows. Like, that was my ideal dream bed. I don't sleep in that bed, but I have that in my office. The couch in my office that I sit in front of when I'm doing my videos, that's a mattress, that's a bed with a bunch of pillows on it. I have so many pillows. I have so many throw pillows that I just threw 2 of them away because they were old and dirty and not savable and not really washable. I had tried to wash them. They were stained beyond repair. I had let someone borrow them. Oh well, you know. I definitely tried to save them because I'm all about reduce, reuse, recycle. They were not savable. I threw them away. And I still have more throw pillows than I know what to do with. I have Ziploc Space Saver bags full of bedding, throw pillows, throw blankets, because I have so much bedding, throw pillows, and throw blankets that I can't fit them all in the storage that I have available to me, that I had to get those space-saving bags to suck the air out of them. If that's not abundant, I don't know what is. I have a love like no other with my significant other that is everything I could possibly want in a relationship. I have the love of my parents. I have the love of 2 step-parents. I have the love of the family that is my significant other's family. I have the love of the family that is my adopted, like, soul family. People in my life that I've collected over the years that are more than just friends. So I want more money. I wanted more money. And so I said to myself, how am I abundant? Oh my goodness, look at my freaking life. Look at my life. I have my own home office. I have a whole extra room in my apartment that is my home office now. Everything I've ever wanted, except that house down the street. And that's just not there yet because I'm not ready for it. And I recognize that I'm not ready for it. I don't want it to go on sale for the first time in my lifetime and not have the money for it. I'm currently manifesting the money for it. So I said to myself, I want more money. How am I abundant in other ways? It's like, damn. Not only, you guys have heard me talk about this, not only did I manifest a car for the person I was doing that fundraiser for, not only did I manifest them their dream car, I ended up manifesting myself an extra car. It's the one I'm driving now. And it was kind of cool I did that because we were able to lend the car that I manifested for that other person to someone else because I have this car and my other car. I can manifest whatever I want. I just forgot for a moment that I had access to that for whatever I wanted, and that money was no different, because money, love, health, energetically, they are all abundance energy. So if you want to be more healthy, how am I abundant in other ways? Maybe all you do have is the love for yourself. That's enough. That's enough. The fact that you woke up this morning and are breathing means you are abundant. Like, seriously, I know it doesn't feel like it sometimes. I cannot begin to tell you how amazing it was to have a conversation with that homeless guy who was like, you know what? I woke up this morning. I mean, he was kind of an old guy too. He was like, I have my health. I woke up and I'm breathing this morning. I am abundant. you know? And yeah, he was homeless, but he was making his way out of homelessness. I made my way out of homelessness. Granted, I got myself into homelessness. I will be perfectly honest about that. But, you know, I have my health. I have my own self-love. Whatever it is that you feel like you're lacking is a blink away in that sense. Because what it takes is stopping for a moment and recognizing how you are abundant in other ways, even outside of yourself, as well as inside of yourself. Do you have someone else's love? Do you have your own love? What do you have that you always wanted? What do you have a bunch of that you don't even want? I've got so much stuff at this point that part of me is like, damn, I wish when I had all that money that I had spent a little less of it on stuff and set a little more of it aside. But you know what? No regrets. No regrets. It taught me a lesson that had I not learned it then, when I was only making $10,000 a month, when I start making millions of dollars, I wouldn't want to learn it then. I could have wasted millions of dollars rather than $10,000, $20,000. I don't know. I was trying to calculate it the other day, how much money I wasted when I was making like $10,000 a month. It was a lot of money. I have a lot of stuff on eBay right now, and I've got a lot of stuff that I'm about to put on eBay right now because I realized Claire's went out of business. I was like, dude, I have a bunch of stuff that I bought at Claire's at the mall that I do not use, that's brand new, still has the packaging attached to it. That's going up on eBay. You bet your butt it is. Because I am abundant. I have many different streams of income available to me. I have my one-on-one. I have Patreon. YouTube's going to become a thing. Working on that right now. I have eBay. I have Depop. I have Tradesy. They're all apps that let you sell things like eBay. Those other ones are apps that let you sell things like eBay does. That are more high. You know, I have designer stuff that I bought that I'm selling, like a pair of Louboutins that are still really nice. And I still have a couple of pairs of Louboutins, and I still have some Chanel that I'm keeping. I'm only selling the stuff that I want to sell. The fact that I'm in that position where I'm not just trying to sell anything and everything I have, but just I'm only selling things that I'm done with, that's abundant as all get out. That is abundant. The fact that I am in a position where I have things to sell because I'm bored of them, that's abundant. So, if you ever forget that you're abundant, I guarantee you, like me, you have a bunch of things that can remind you that you are abundant when you're feeling less than abundant. You know, journal on it. Journal on it. Start a note. Start a page of notes in your phone. And anytime something just pops to your mind, you know, wow, I have a lot of that. Just write it down and see how that list grows. And use that to remind yourself that you are abundant. And that you can use that energy to call in anything that you want. Anything that you want. Anything that you need. You are always supported by the universe. As I've been reminding people, it's not a matter of whether or not you're manifesting. It's about whether or not you're manifesting consciously versus on autopilot. Life, your life, everyone else's life is manifested, is a manifestation, is manifesting. All the time. All the time, all the time, all the time. Every single breath, every single millisecond is something that's been manifested. It's whether or not you are manifesting on autopilot or if you're manifesting with presence in the moment, every moment. And the more you can get yourself to start manifesting in the present moment intentionally, rather than letting things manifest on autopilot, the more you will be living your best life. Alright guys, thank you for joining me for another video. Once again, I am in the car on the way to a client. I actually tried to film that video I did the other day on success in the car, but I ended up just coming home and filming it again because I wanted that to be a little more concise than originally. It was than it was originally when it was filmed. For anybody who saw my last video in the car, I don't know if you stuck with me through all that singing. I thought that was pretty funny when I looked back on it and realized that half of that video was the video and half of that video, the back half of that video, was just me singing in the car, and that I did a little bit of talking at the end. Because when I'm on this road here, I can't quite reach, it looks closer than I am, can't quite reach the stop button. I don't know if I'm gonna do any singing for you today, but we'll see. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me for another video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We're still working towards that custom URL. I need 100 subscribers, and I don't care about having subscribers for any other reason than that. Whoever my videos reach, that makes, even if it was just one person, even if for the rest of my life, only one person, and it might not even be the same one person, you know, it might be one person at a time, that would make me very, very happy. Just knowing that it's out there and even one person is getting something out of my videos. But that said, I would like to be able to tell people that they can go to youtube.com/balanceblackwood, but right now I can't do that because I don't have 100 subscribers, and that's what it takes for YouTube to give you a custom URL. So if you would be down to help me do that by subscribing and sharing my videos so that other people can find them and other people can subscribe, that would be amazing. Until then, I will just share the link as youtube.com/randomly generated blah blah blah. Don't forget to check out all the other links in the description. That includes my Instagram, my link to dōTERRA, your one-stop shop for getting rid of all the synthetic chemical crap out of your home and replacing it with the best, purest, cleanest plant-based products and plant medicine. Mailing list. I have my free clarity call. If you have any questions and you are looking to work with me one-on-one, you can can sign up for my free clarity call, and I will answer any questions you have about working with me one-on-one or about dōTERRA. My free clarity call is for that as well. We have so many options available when it comes to memberships with dōTERRA, including the Wellness Advocate option. If you are so in love with dōTERRA like I am that you want to be in a position to bring others on board, we have the Wellness Advocate option. If you're looking for another stream of income, the Wellness Advocate option is available, as well as just being a consumer, as well as just being in love with all things dōTERRA, just as someone who uses the products. Let's see what else. dōTERRA Witches is my group of witches who are about all things dōTERRA. We do full and new moon gatherings, as well as classes on dōTERRA. We do classes about the products. We do a class about being a wellness advocate. So much good stuff. We are working on building up the Facebook group. We are mostly on Instagram. We do our full and new moon gatherings on Zoom, as well as a couple other things on Zoom. Mostly we do them on Instagram right now. Is there anything else? I think that's it. Patreon, can't forget Patreon. Patreon is where I have all of my self-study materials, everything from one-off videos like I have here, but that get deeper into the spiritual and the practical when it comes to making your life, as I say, kinder and simpler. I have my course, journal exercises, guided meditations, little mini series. I've got the Spirituality 101 series. I've got the Spirituality 2.0 series that is happening right now, where I am teaching the lessons from A Course in Miracles as well as some other things. I have my meditation series that's based on the HemiSync program. If you've ever heard about that, that has a CIA document on it. Pretty cool and interesting. Yeah, Patreon also where we gather for my Sanctuary of the Awakened VIP group that I'm starting back up again. If you are awake, not woke, if you are awakening or becoming red-pilled, my Sanctuary of the Awakened is opening back up again, and I would love to have you. We have a Slack chat that allows us, or will allow us, to gather even despite me, where we can all have great conversations away from the woke internet trolls about all sorts of things. Signing up for the Sanctuary of the Awakened on Patreon also gives you access to literally everything my Patreon has to offer. When you sign up for the Ascending membership on Patreon, that gives you access to what the Ascending and the Awakening level has to offer. When you sign up for the Sanctuary, you literally get everything my Patreon has to offer, because I have all sorts of Sanctuary content where I talk about what's going on in the world, how I feel personally about it. It's the one place I get personal about anything. It's the one place I let my ego out anywhere voluntarily. And yeah, lots of amazing links down in the description. So if you are enjoying my content here, I definitely recommend checking out everything I have going on in the description of this video, of every video. And as always, may the energies you serve you well, and let's keep making our way through.